All right, people. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Every day is something, right? Every day, right? Every day we have something going on. So we're going to see if we can get us going in all areas this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, YouTube. And good morning, Facebook. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to Coffee and Conversations with Carol, where I come to you every day with full engagement conversations about thought-provoking topics. Trust me. Yesterday we talked about what? Good morning, sister. We talked about if you can't be used, does it make you useless, right? Look at people. Um, Here's one thing about me that I want to say is that look, when we talked about yesterday, good morning, Spirit. Good morning. When we talked about yesterday about if we can't be used, does that make us useless? It doesn't make us useless. It just means we have to be used where we can be used at. All right. And good morning, TT Maddie. Good morning, my Aunt Maddie. I want to say that in regards to yesterday's Monday mindset, we get our minds right Monday, people. Good morning, Pooh. Good morning. And today is October 1st. Y'all know last week we kicked it off. We in full Libra season. And honey, folks want us to be Libran. Let me tell you. We have to have balance, us Libras. We have to have balance, right? Right. I got a Libra online with me. She can agree. Balance is the key. You got to keep us here. You don't want it to go there. And you definitely don't want it to go there. Okay. You want to keep the scales even. All right. When we're even, we're good. All right. All right. Now, the problem is which way does, a teeter tot? That's sort of like the scales. Which way does the the teeter tot go? If it's going down, hey, you might be having a good day. If it's going up, you might be having a bad day, depending on which way it's going. But no. Happy birthday to, it says my sister's Libra day is today, and mine was last Tuesday. Beautiful. Happy birthday to all the Libras. We are still in Libra season. So I want to give a shout out to all the Libras that's had their birthday since the season has started. Okay. I want to give a shout out to everyone that's had their birthday since the season has started. Okay. And if you haven't found something to do, yes, we need full balance. We're in our full mode. Thank you so much. Good morning, hubby. He's not online. He's still here, and he got me my coffee. What a wonderful thing, right? It's a wonderful thing. I appreciate it. All right. So here's my question today. On this Thoughtful Tuesday, thoughts are always running through Carol's head. If it ain't running through my head, whose head is it running through, baby? Because I'm telling you, my mind stays at 100 miles per hour. All right. Tell me this. You know how we always be thinking about, when you look at people and they act a certain way, or they respond a certain way to action, and you be thinking they one way and they another way, and you say something along the lines of, they have the audacity to do that, or they have the audacity to say that. What in your mind today with these thought-provoking questions that we always come up with? Today's question is, what do people have the audacity to do that you feel is just clutch your pearl moment? What do you feel that they have the audacity that you feel is a clutch your pearl moment that you didn't really think that people could do? I here's my thing. People have the audacity to feel as if they are owed something, like they're entitled to receive something. And it really, as I say to people, burn my gears when people have the audacity to believe that because they have a certain title or a certain role in people's lives, that they are entitled to certain things. Now, I get it, for certain titles and certain roles, good morning, sister. You do have a right, but when it comes to certain things, some things it's evenly said. Buenos dias, good morning, buenos dias. Did I say it right? Did I say it right, Queen? I be thinking this MF have Cole Jones. What is Cole Jones? Such a Libra. Yes, you did. I did say it right. Yay, buenos dias. Because my other sister over here, she was gonna talk about me if I didn't get it right. So, what do you think people have the audacity? Some folks, because I believe people have the audacity to feel like they title entitles them to a whole lot of stuff, baby. And I just be thinking, now you got that title, but that don't necessarily. Yes. Oh, boss. I be thinking these mother have yes. Oh, Cole Jones. Cole Jones. All right. Y'all, I'm learning my Spanish as we go along here. I'm gonna start saying that. They have these Cole Jones, huh? Some people have the audacity to tell me how black I need to be. Wait, what? And are these people black? I'm just asking for a friend. I'm trying to find out if they can. If Sister Narima says she be thinking that these MFs have Cole Jones, which Narima is my Puerto Rican girl, and she's speaking Spanish, so they have Cole Jones balls. Some people just be having balls. They have the audacity to have them, don't they? I mean, hey. And Sister Pooh says some people have the audacity to tell her how black she should be, and these people are black. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I believe that people do have the audacity to feel like they have those Cole Jones. They feel like they are entitled to have them, so therefore they want to use them in areas that aren't called for, if that makes sense. Some people have the audacity to use authority, use certain characteristics and personalities that's not called for. You don't even need it, but they do. And I believe that people that have the audacity to tell you how black you should be is totally wrong, because what is black? I mean, they sound like they 45. He's out here giving black jobs. He defining what they are. So what is that being black? What is that? How black you should be. What? Potato salad with raisins? What we talking about? Barbecues? What do they mean? The way you sound, the way you dress, the way you look. What exactly does that mean? How black we are, or how we should be? Oh, it's pronounced cojones. Oh, cojones. And I'm saying Cole Jones. Okay, cojones. You got to help me with my Spanish, girl. Because they are black, they say to me that I'm not doing what they are. Oh, okay. Well, everybody in certain communities don't do the same thing. We don't all participate, or I would say act in the same way. So, when it comes to people having the audacity to tell you that you're not doing things the way they should be doing them, that's why this world is made of different people. We all ain't gonna be doing things the same. Sister, don't laugh at me, sis. She's teaching me Spanish. It's cojones. It's pronounced. I be thinking these MFs have cojones. They do. They definitely do. I feel like some people too have the audacity to feel as if you owe them something. Certain folks feel like you owe them. It's not about whether they deserved it or didn't deserve it. You just owe. Some people sit in that role. I don't care. I just find it funny. You don't know what I'm doing. It is funny. It's funny because that's why I said that. I was talking and me and my good friend was talking and we said, people just had the audacity. There was an incident on yesterday in my life. And I'm not going to get too detailed about it because right now it's not the time to get too detailed about it. But I came away with this incident saying to myself, the audacity of some people, the audacity to believe that you own a title. Honey, a title. For you to perform. Here's the thing too. Before I get to you and your response, Sister Pooh, people hold titles. They have these standards in certain areas. They go around and promote certain stuff. And here's the thing about them in a promotion. You have to live by example. Okay? I'm going to put it that way. And that's how I'm going to just talk about my situation on yesterday. I'm not going to be too transparent about it because it's not the time. But I do want to say that we have to remember we are examples. And when you respond in certain ways, and trust me, I've been there. I ain't no perfect person. But however, when you respond in certain ways, it does show your lack of maturity. It shows your lack of maturity there, and it shows your personality and your true characteristics. And here's the thing that I want to tell people: out of the heart flows the issues of life. And so therefore, whatever you put in will come out. And so you can hide behind titles of a whole lot of stuff if you want to. But the thing is that at the end of the day, who you really are comes out eventually. And you can only pretend so long to be who you're not. You only can pretend so long, and I said it right, to be who you're not, because who you are will come out. Okay? Who you are will show up. So you can put on these grand performances and, take your title and walk through stores and wherever else you walking at, but it will eventually come out. I've even told my children, I don't owe you anything. We have lived this life together, and that is what it is. So if I don't owe my children, I don't owe nobody. And I totally agree with that. If I don't owe my children, I don't owe nobody. And my thing is, at the end of the day, a lot of people have the audacity to believe that a lot of things are owed to them. So they act in a way as if you owe me. Their responses are, you owe me. Their actions are, you owe me. Okay? So when you think of people and the audacity that they have, people, baby, audacity is at all time. I don't know if it's a fire sale on it or what, but folks got audacity. Baby, let me tell you, because yeah, they got it. They got it. And I'm going to tell you something. Here's the thing. When you change, when you change and you know that you've changed, you almost applaud yourself right there in the midst of the situation, because you know that you could have always chosen to do differently. And because when you don't, you applaud yourself. You applaud yourself, pat yourself on the back. Tell yourself, good job, because you did not react in a way that people wanted you to react. You did not react in a way that the past person reacted. You acted in a way that the change person reacted, and you acted in a way that is positive and good for you, because you know that change is good and being positive is good. And that's always a great and good thing. But people do have the audacity. And that's why I brought that up today. What do you think people got the audacity to do? Yeah, a fire sale, baby. It's on, baby. Look here. You know how they have those fire sales and stuff is it's going for free. It's going for all kind of stuff. Audacity is on sale because folks is grabbing it and just using it for whatever baby, they got the audacity to be doing a whole lot of stuff. And I just be looking like, why would you do that? That's not called for. This is not the time for that, but people don't care. And, I'm going to say this. People, during there's two things that go on in life that brings out I'm not even gonna say the worst. I'm just gonna say bring out who people really are. Because again, you only can pretend who you are so long. I'm gonna tell you two occasions. Two occasions. Do y'all know what they are? Can you guess what the two occasions are in people's lives that bring out people who they really are? Things folks been holding in for decades and years and months. Do you know what the two things are? Can anybody tell me what they are before I even answer? Can anybody tell me what the two things are that what the two occasions are that people have that brings out certain kinds of folks? Can anybody even tell me what they are before I tell y'all? And again, in my opinion, can anybody tell me what they are on this thoughtful Tuesday? It's two occasions. Yep. Sister May said it. Funeral. What's the other one? What's the other one? Funeral is definitely one. Sister Charmaine said funeral. Do anybody know the other one? It's two occasions. Well, funeral or death. Yep, that goes together. It's one more though. It's one more. It's one more that people's side. Ooh, child. And it ain't always pretty. Ooh, child. It's ugly. Ooh, it's ugly. Do you know the other one? I was waiting to see if Sister Pooh or Sister Janine answered, or if my Puerto Rican girl gonna answer. But funeral, death is one, because I'm gonna put those together. The other, and they have the audacity to bring out their real selves during these times. The other one is weddings. The other one is weddings. Weddings and death, funeral, what have you, bring out the most brutal, honest part of true people who have no change in them, and it's not coming soon. Seriously, funeral and weddings, the real, I'm Slim Shady. That song, Please Stand Up. The real person is going to stand up, show up, and show out. And they only can contain it so long that unfortunately, during these two occasions, funerals or death and weddings, the real person. What's that song? People say, mask off. Mask off. Baby, the mask come off and they come out. You hear me? And the audacity for them to show who they really are. Ooh, child. And they come on out, and they have the audacity to come on out. They come out in full force with no remorse, no type of reservations. What other word do I want to use? No type of reservations, no remorse. It was one more R that I had came up with. No remorse, no reservations. They're just not revered. They none of that, baby. As the young folks say, get some decorum. They ain't got no decorum about themselves. It comes out. And they have the audacity to say that they can do that. Yes, weddings for sure. Yes, sister, weddings. For sure, weddings. Weddings in that. Yes. Yeah. For sure. As Norima says, they have the gall to have cojones. Baby, they have the baby, and they have the audacity to declare that they have a right to act like that during those two occasions. They do. And those are one of the things that I say to myself, the audacity of some folks to just believe that because of a title, you are old, or you have declared, or you are, you somewhere up here where ain't nobody else at. Especially when somebody else carrying the same title. Baby, it ain't nothing but a title. But those are two occasions that you definitely will find where people will show up and show out with the audacity of having to say that, because this is my title, or this is who I am, so I'm able to act this way. And Whether you're happy or sad does not give you an excuse to act in any way. A mask came off in conversation about my mother's death years later, girl. Honey, let me tell you. Folks got the audacity, baby. They pull these masks off. There go another audacity. They have the audacity to pull these masks off during these times. And here's the thing. These are not the times for, first of all, whatever mask you had on, you probably should keep it on. It was probably making you look better. That's that Libra sarcasm for me. And then second off, these are not the time. Weddings and funerals are not the time to just be so. Just here's something that here's something a word I learned the other day. Uh how did he say it? I gotta say it the way he said it. She was real loose. Real loose. Ooh, there goes some gossip for you. Basically, I was told that, some folks have no flavor. They're just unseasoned. Mm-hmm. They don't have no season. They're not flavored. They just baby, they just there. Just bland and during these times, like I said, like you just said, a mask came off in conversation about my mother's death years later. They real loose, honey, tell you how they feel, and they have the audacity, and they feel like they have a right. They feel like they have a right to be before the people and say what they want to say and do what they want to do. And honey, look here is you may have the audacity to do a lot. You may have an audacity to do a lot of things, but here's the thing about that. We all have someone we have to answer to. We do have someone we have to answer to. And one of the things that I've learned is that we may act one way, we may act another way around people. Certain folks we get with we one way, certain folks we get with we another way. But one thing for sure, two things for sure, God sees all and God hears all. And you may think you fooling folks, but you ain't gonna never fool him. So you go ahead with the audacity of pretending and playing and all that other stuff that you want to be doing, but you won't fool him. That's for sure. And so, sometimes we as people tend to go into ourselves, should I say? But I'm learning that you can't even do that. And but people do have the audacity during these two times to take mask off, be loose, say what they want. They have the audacity in work because they have a title at work to exert their power. People have the audacity even in sometimes in families to feel like because they're I'm the older brother or the older sister, so guess what, but like I say, audacity is at an all-time high now. It's for sale, and people should really work on their maturity level or the lack of. They really should. I'm sure that she thought my walk away was going to be a turnaround. It's been 4 years. Well, sometimes that's needed. Sometimes that's needed. Sometimes that's needed. And for the simple fact, I just, like I say to people sometimes, you can't. One thing for sure, two things for certain. People know who you are. It's gonna come out, and it's gonna come out. And unfortunately, in these events, they really come out. And here's the thing I want to say to you: there are two ways. Two ways. Two ways. Good morning, Tierney. There are two ways to be happy: change the situation or change your mindset towards it. There are two ways to be happy. So you don't have to come out swinging with the audacity of just being just an ugly person. You don't have to have the audacity of holding a title and this is you and you can do this and you can do that. You don't have to have the audacity of of someone, trying to be ahead of someone or exert your power over someone, whether it's work or home or whatever it might be. But remember, I told y'all those two things, funeral and weddings, bring out the audacity in people. Like I told you, it's an all-time sale on it. But we can constitute change within ourselves, and people do. They have to work on their maturity or the lack of. Okay. And as we get, that's her audacity. Yeah, that's her audacity. And that's what we have to do. Okay. And then I want to leave this with you guys today. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. That's how you get started. We got to stop talking about it and just do it. That goes for work. That goes for school. That goes for relationships. We got to just stop talking about, quit talking about it and begin doing. That's what we have to do. Okay. That's what we have to do. All right. And so remember, yesterday, Monday mindset, if you can't be used, does that make you useless? No, you just have to be used in the right areas. And today's Tuesday thoughts is, what is the audacity of some folks? And we talked about that today in extent. And we learned that two things that brings out the audacity of a whole lot of folks is funerals and weddings, baby. We bring it out, don't we? But I want you all to remember this. We will need to live, love, never ever stop laughing. Always find room to forgive because none of us is perfect, and then just one love. Learn to love on people. Learn to love on people. And I can't express that enough. Tomorrow she actually wanted an obituary from my dad's funeral and did not come, girl. No, you didn't come to the funeral. You wanted an obituary? Woo, child. I'm going to just say the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing, honey. Some of these folks need a whole lot of the audacity of some. Baby, you asking for obituaries and then come support the funeral. Well, I know one thing. This Saturday, my children will be laying their father to rest. And I don't have the address right offhand for those who live in the Milwaukee area, but I will be presenting that later. And thank you all for the calls and thank you all for the texts. Thank you all for who's praying for them and lifting us up in their spirits. They are devastated. They are down, but one day at a time. I lost my dad, but I can't tell people how to feel because everybody feels different. But what I can say is that I tell them all the time that they have me and I love them and I'm supporting them in every way that I can. And so we do appreciate that. So I wanted to just announce that. And then I will, for people who are in the Milwaukee area that want to come to the funeral, pay their respects, for people who knew him or know his children or know me. I will give that later this week. So just continue to pray for the Redmond family because everybody is affected by this. But again, want you guys to have a great day. I will see you all tomorrow at our normal time, 8:30. And go make Tuesday thoughts great. Talk to you later. Bye.